Well, here it is, May 1st, 2024, and what's going on with the budget action camera market? Because an action camera company called Apexcam, they sent me their X70 Pro to review, and I'm not going to because it's not that good of a camera. But let's talk about the budget action camera market in 2024 and what in the world is going on compared to previous models. And that's coming right up. Now, let me start this by saying with a little caveat, okay? I understand that not everyone can afford a Insta360 Ace Pro or the, let me grab all these cameras, or the GoPro Hero 12 or the DJI Action 4 or the GoPro Hero 11. You kind of get the drift, right? And I understand that because you're not looking for the best image quality. You're not looking for the unbelievable stabilization that's being offered with today's cameras in 2024. I mean, if you remember back in like 2015-ish, you had the SJ4000. You know, it was a decent GoPro competitor back in the day because the cost was so different. When you look at like the GoPro Hero 4, it was $499 back in the day. And when you could pick up the SJ 4000 for pennies on the dollar, it just made sense. Yes, it wasn't as great, but then remember, the GoPro Hero 4 didn't have electronic image stabilization. It was the GoPro Hero 5 that first came out with electronic image stabilization, which is very poor by today's standards, but back in the day, it was something better than having to go out and go buy a gimbal. And by the way, the gimbals back in the day would cost you $299 for an action camera gimbal, where today you can get one for $99, sometimes $79. There's a reason to this video, and the reason is I want to show you the video clip from this Apexcam X70 Pro. Pro? Really? Let's take a look at it. See what the video quality looks like. It's supposed to be 4K, 30 frames per second. Not quite sure if it is, because for $69, you gotta kind of assume that it's not. On the back screen, as I'm panning left and right, I see a lot of stuttering on the screen. So is this the state of budget action cameras now in 2024? I mean, really, take a look at this Apexcam 4K supposed 30 frames per second, and let's compare it to the old Picasso V50 Pro from years ago. What was that, 2018-ish? I mean, really, it's 2024, and you wonder if your money is well spent on budget action cameras. And even though this Apexcam has dual screens and the Picasso V50 Pro didn't, you can see a massive difference between the two, especially just walking around. And look at the image quality. Is this 4K? No, this is real 4K. And you can tell the image stabilization on this Apex X70 is absolute garbage, even though it's very windy right now, and I apologize about the wind noise, but it's just garbage. The image quality is garbage. I mean, come on. You know, there was a time where the budget action camera market actually was able to kind of compete a little bit with GoPro, but when you're talking about money nowadays in 2024 and what you can get for performance, I mean, of course you can get the DJI Action 4, which is a, by the way, fantastic camera. No complaints about this camera at all. Or you can even get like the GoPro Hero 10 and still get great performance, great image stabilization, great image quality without this whole budget action camera, terrible audio going out of sync, no image stabilization, or if that was image stabilization, it absolutely looked like trash. And the image quality, come on. I mean, you know, it's 2024. Consumers expect a little bit more. I mean, considering, you know, the old Picasso V50 Pro was still a pretty good camera, even in 2024 standards, when you're thinking about a budget camera. And to prove my point regarding action cameras in the budget action camera market and how stale that they are today, this is the SJ 5000X Elite from, what was it, 2017 or 2016? Come on, budget action camera companies, do better. I mean, either up your game or drop your prices or something, because the SJ5000X Elite still blows this other Apexcam out of the water. You know, and if we're going to take a step back in time, let's look at the Sony FDR-X3000. 4K, 30 frames per second, stereo, front-facing microphones, optical image stabilization, not digital. Do you see what I'm talking about? So, you know, when you compare the footage of this X70 compared to the Apexcam V50 Pro or the SJ X5000X Elite, I mean, come on. That's how old? Or even the Sony FDR-X3000 from 2016 when I purchased this one. And yes, it still works today. But when you think about this is what they offer, and yes, it's $69, but you really get what you pay for. And the way I look at it is, if you're going to spend $70 for this, save up a little bit extra money, be able to get yourself a GoPro Hero 10, because you saw the GoPro Hero 10 still looks good in 2024 standards. The image stabilization is still good. The DJI Action 4, what a home run of a camera from DJI. And no, this video is not sponsored by anybody, period, end of story. I had the original DJI Osmo Action, and I thought it was a great camera, and it still works today, but I like the 4 much better because it's got a wider field of view, image quality is better. You got 10-bit, you've got the D-Log M for a nice flat profile if you choose to go that route. But I guess the moral to the story is, besides saying that you get what you pay for, is if you're going to spend $70, if you can save up $70, then wait a little bit longer, save up another $70. That puts you at $140. Save up another $70, and that puts you at $210, and now you're in GoPro Hero 10 territory. So for those that are just looking for an action camera to strap onto something and throw it and to see what that footage looks like when the camera explodes, then these are the cameras for you, the $69, $79 budget action cameras. But it's just amazing to me. I think that the bottom line is that here it is, 2024, and action cameras have leaped and bound so far ahead in their image quality, resolution, audio quality, but most of all, image stabilization. I mean, when you think of how stabilized the footage is nowadays, where you can take GoPro Hero 12, put the max lens mod on and spin this thing 360, or even now with the Insta360 Ace Pro with the new firmware, you can go either 45-degree tilt and it still stays horizon level, or you can go 360 with a massive crop, but you can spin the camera completely around. That's the stuff that's kind of crazy nowadays. When camera quality has improved so much, there is just no way that these budget action camera companies can keep up. The innovation, to me, just seems to be gone. And I think, and I want to say this to any of the budget action camera companies out there that are considering reaching out to me. If you reach out to me about reviewing a camera, great. Make sure that it's a camera that can at least hold its own in the old budget market. If it can't compete with the V50 Pro from Apexcam from years back, don't send it, because I am not going to review it. And I know that this channel was based on, is it worth it or is it not? I'm going to tell you, this right here is not worth it. Save your $69, $79. Save that money. Don't even waste it on a product like this, because you're getting image quality that's from 2009. And this is supposed to have image stabilization, and it's just on all the time, and it's horrible, horrible. So the moral of the story is, you get what you pay for. I understand if you want to save money. I get that. And for those out there that want to save money and a budget action camera is okay for you, that's good. But you got to admit, this one is not good. If they sold this for $40, I would still say no, because I could never use it in anything unless it was a self-destruct mode. And I would still sit there and say, well, for $40, I could go out and go have dinner. And I would get more pleasure out of a nice dinner than this action camera. So tell me down in the comment section below, do you have any of the cameras that I used in this example for this video? And are you still satisfied? And what's your opinion about the budget action camera market? And if you are looking for a budget action camera market, what is shying you away from getting a GoPro Hero 10 or an 11 or a 12 or the DJI Action 4 or any other action cameras that are out there? Heck, you've even got the Insta360 Go 3 that performs better than this little dude right here. And by the way, this is not 4K like they claim. So tell me down in the comment section below your reasoning about a budget action camera and why you choose it, or why you stuck with one of the older models like the Akaso or SJ Cam, because I'm really curious, because I want to kind of have a pulse on what the community is using and why that they're using it. So tell me down in the comment section below, and I would put some product links down below, but a lot of these cameras have changed. Like, okay, here's a little mini rant. Akaso V50X. What a great camera when it first came out. They've totally changed all the internals. It is not the same camera, so I can't recommend Akaso products, nor will I, unless the Akaso products get back to making a good quality product. Heck, I remember back in the day, the Eken, the which one was this? The H6S. Had the same build quality as the SJ7 Star from SJ Cam, and the SJ7 Star did not have image stabilization. This has got really nice 4K. Unfortunately, Eken, they're gone. Firefly, the 8SE, what a great action camera. Firefly, I think they're doing home security, or I don't know what, but it's not action cameras anymore. So it's really a shame that the market is just kind of pootered out. So as always, I will catch you in the next review or rant video. I don't know. Bye.